For WKNO News in Memphis, I'm Christopher Blank. The state of Tennessee is looking to change the way businesses are taxed. Currently, it's based on their property values, but bills in both the Tennessee House and Senate would base it on a business's income. What lawmakers don't agree on is an enormous rebate for businesses being taxed under the current model in order to stave off a lawsuit. The House says taxpayers should return $700 million covering the last 2 years, while the Senate plan would set aside more than $1 billion to cover 3 years. Another big disagreement is publicly listing businesses that take the rebate. House Majority Leader William Lamberth says transparency is necessary.
If we're going to grant taxpayer dollars back to a company that's paid in, then the taxpayers of this state are going to know. They're going to know what name of the company and how much they got.
It's unclear if the Senate will agree to the differences. So far, Senate Speaker Randy McNally has said they could agree on the transparency portion, but he's unsure about shortening the time frame for rebates. And on Wednesday, lawmakers killed a bipartisan effort to disentangle the restoration of voting rights from the right to carry a gun. Memphis Democrat Antonio Parkinson has criticized the state for requiring former felons seeking to recover their voting rights to also have their gun rights restored. In Tennessee, felonies involving drugs or violence removes a person's gun rights, and the only way to get them back is through a pardon by the governor. That makes it virtually impossible to have voting rights restored. Democratic lawmakers have asked the U.S. Department of Justice to investigate whether Tennessee's policy is constitutional. Memphis City Council Chairman J.B. Smiley Jr. announced Tuesday that the council will consider a new ordinance to create a philanthropic and research foundation that could accept private donations and put them toward the city's public safety efforts. Bill Dries of the Daily Memphian says the idea of a city public safety foundation, similar to one in Atlanta, has the support of Mayor Paul Young and interim police chief Saralyn C.J. Davis.
Young plans to appoint someone to the newly created position of City Public Safety Director and said Tuesday the foundation would work with the director and Davis. Smiley says the foundation will come up with private money for programs. Davis said the foundation will not be involved in setting police policy or priorities. For the Daily Memphian, I'm Bill Dries.
This is 91.1. More news at WKNOFM.org.